Hey everyone, SolarPrimal here. Welcome back to part 2, I guess, of my update of Pokemon OmegaRuby. Now, as you see, I made it back to that first town with the Poke Center, and I believe I can, yes. Just like before, that guy blocked you from progressing through that route, which is just fine. That's, woo, wiggles. And let's see. Oh yes, that's right. Showing off one of the first Pokemon I ran into, which was Seedot, and I was like, alright Seedot, let's do this. I'm like level 5, I was like, alright, should be able to weaken it enough so that I can catch it. So I'm like, alright, should be able to do that. He beat up on me, which is definitely not very effective considering where it's at. Oh, that's right, no, my brain was like, doop-a-doop-a-doo, press A, press A, press A. And it didn't occur to me that I should have caught it. Not because I was going to use it on my team, because I was trying to catch every Pokemon on the route, because they added something to allow that. Now, I believe this took quite some time later before I actually saw another one. Did a few battles around, and that was my goal. I was trying to catch the Seedot, but then I ran into this, the Surskit. I believe that's how you pronounce it, Surskit. And I was like, alright, I can do this, no problem. But yeah, no, it knows whatever that was. Fell Stinger? No, I think that's a new move. Pretty sure it's a new move, but that was amazing. Because I also forgot Poochyon is Dark type. So I was kind of like, okay, Timmy, you better get back a little bit. I also love Surskit's little animation. He's like, hee, hee, hee. Just kind of funny because it's supposed to be similar to one of those like spiders or bugs that do little skids on water, but you're clearly not on water right now, sir. But hey, good enough for me. I think that means I can catch you now with the Pokeball. I really like that they did that too. I'm pretty sure they did that in X and Y, but I didn't really notice before. I noticed it this time where you are throwing the Pokeball first person just before it makes contact with the Pokemon. So you're like, yeah. So there you go. You're going to be seeing a lot of that anytime I'm catching Pokemon. And one of the rare times I'm actually going to try and do that. Maybe. But we'll see. Because I'm pretty sure I kind of give up on it a little bit because I just want to play. Because I notice I go through hours. Yeah, I think I was trying to wait for a Seedot to pop up and I was like, nah, screw it. But then, hey, look, there you go. Seedot. So I guess that was lucky that way. Now, I'm level 6 to level 3 here. I don't think this was a good idea. Yeah, because I knocked it out. Go Solar. But, and look at that. This is me picking some berries. This is like the first berries you can pick up. So, and yeah, I was like, ooh, shiny. And apparently I snuck up on May here. Oh, that's right. I didn't realize my capture device stopped recording. Like it kind of froze on a screen and just stopped recording. I was like, what the heck's going on? And I was like, oh no. And then at that point I was like, alright, I better just pick up the capture from where I was at. And then I was like, hey, maybe it's that Seedot again. Nope. That definitely doesn't look like a Seedot head. So I was really happy to see that they actually gave Ralts. It's a motherfucking Ralts! Yeah. I was a bit excited when I saw it. I was like, you serious? That's a Ralts? And typically, I don't use Ralts on my team. Okay? Because it's too mainstream. Most people use it. Which is very true. Like, a lot of people use it because it's a good Pokemon. Especially since I got a female. I was like, yes, female Gardevoir! I'm gonna use it. I just gotta use it. And yeah, so I made it my goal to catch it. Luckily I did. So I didn't have to go looking for another one. And now considering when it's a Gardevoir, and also considering that Gardevoir's Mega Evolution looks very much like a wedding dress. So the only person that came to mind, or at least the very first person that came to mind in my eyes, was Lunar. So I decided to name this Ralts after Lunar. I guess I'm a sap that way. But, anywho, I'm creeping and crawling up to another Pokemon here. Now, who might it be this time? I'm hoping it's a Seedot, and I'm pretty sure I'm looking down at the screen, because I found out you can actually click on the bottom screen when it's all like, hey look, there's a Pokemon in the grass. It'll actually show you what it is, at least its silhouette, if you haven't caught it yet. So, it was a Seedot. So hopefully this time I don't screw it up. I think, yeah, this time I just went straight up for the Pokeball, because I'm pretty sure any other Pokemon I had would probably knock it out one hit. And I got lucky, because normally you shouldn't be able to do that, where you just throw a Pokeball and it works without even weakening the Pokemon. So, hey look, finally got that Seedot. That Seedot. So there we go. Registration complete. Yeah, I'm not gonna read that. And yeah, that's right, I didn't nickname it. Let's see. Oh yeah, and there you go. I'm showing that on the bottom screen right there. It did. Good job, you caught all the Pokemon, yay! And now I'm back over here at the Pokedex, just dropping off all these Pokemon. Yes, it would have been easier for me to just hit deposit, but I have a habit of going to organized box, just because I get to micromanage things a little bit more, even with the party. So sue me. But yeah, there's the current team so far. Not sure I'm gonna keep it, but I decided, hey, why not? Let's give this a try. This is different from what I wanted to do before, but that's just how it is. Now I super sped up this one because it's a lot of talking, and it doesn't actually change from what the original game was. Basically, what's this kid's name? Wally. Wally. Yeah, he's a super shy kid that wants to challenge the gym leader, but he doesn't even have a Pokemon. So the gym leader feels pity for him and then gives him one of his Pokemon so he can go out and catch one of his Pokemon. And sure enough, what does he catch? He catches a Ralts. Now, something to note is that it's a male Ralts, and since this original game, like Ruby, Sapphire, and Emerald, Gardevoir wasn't its final evolution anymore. Basically, you could get a male one and do a special technique to evolve it into something else called a Gallade, I think it's it, because it has blades, arms. It's cool. So basically, they were like, "Hey, by the way, that's what he's gonna evolve into now." Since if you followed any of those leaks before about the Mega Evolutions, yeah, that's a little bit of a spoiler too. But anywho, I moved on to Route 104 there, and I was just entranced by running in the sand and making Wingles run away, and I snuck around that little rich boy. Not sure why. Probably could have battled him. Something else I did notice. I'll get to that another time maybe. But I did make it into this forest and battled at least one bug trainer, because every forest has a bug trainer. Trainers, I should say. Not sure why it took me so long to make a decision here. But, okay, I guess I can talk about it now. So, that rich boy, what I didn't know, because I played through Emerald and paid attention more to that one, was that in Emerald, that rich boy is at the other side of this forest, on the roots, right there. And in Ruby and Sapphire, he's at the beginning, like he was right there. So, they kept it true to that. And here I am, just sneaking around, trying to get a paralyzed heal. Odd item to have inside a forest full of bugs that can poison you, but okay, I wasn't going to argue too much about it. And let's see, I believe something's coming up. Yeah, there's a scientist guy. Any of you that have played Ruby and Sapphire, even Emerald, before, know what's going on here. And there we go, there's Team Magma, at least the updated look at Team Magma. I totally want to make that costume, because I think that'd be amazing. But aside from that, this basically plays out the same way that Team Magma's been after that guy. And yes, they do that wicked awesome pose. I hope to see that in like with two of them doing the pose towards each other, make the M, because that's totally the point. Haha, the point, because there's that didn't make sense at all. But look at this, an epic battle of Poochyena versus Poochyena. I don't even remember what Poochyena originally would have learned at this point. Besides Sand Attack, 'cause mine has Sand Attack too. What's the big deal with that? That looks so adorable though, Poochyena versus Poochyena. Guess I'll never get to find out what Poochyena would have actually learned instead of Ice Fang. But, oh well. I won that battle pretty easily and got a level up. I'm pretty happy with that. Let's see. Yeah, I really like that new Magma look. I will say though, the one thing I don't like about this new Magma look, the way they walk. Look at that. Just too robotic. But now, before the guy gave you a Great Ball, you're like, yay! Dink. This time he actually gave you an EXP share, which is quite fantastic. A lot of my friends actually prefer not to use it because they are okay with the grinding and all that stuff. But this EXP share is actually super handy for people that don't actually like grinding, like my wife, Lunar. But obviously I cut ahead to me going back down to the route and right into a Halo. Yay! Now, I wasn't sure if I was going to use it because I already had 3 Pokemon on my team, so I was just like, I'll at least catch it. Don't know if I'll use it, because for most people that don't know, or if they do know, the second gym after this is a fighting gym, so having a flying type is a good idea. But I already have a psychic type, so it doesn't really matter. So, funny enough, actually, Lunar did catch a Halo and actually kept it, partly because she thought it was adorable, and that is totally okay. Let's see, so we have another Pokemon right here. What may that be? As I sneak up to this Pokemon, what will it be? Oh yeah, I looked down at the screen and I was like, oh, this Pokemon. You'll see exactly why I said, oh. In just a moment. Yeah, slack off. I love he's like already scratching his head. Not just lying there the entire time. He looks like he's ready to fall asleep though. I don't blame him though. If I was a slack off, I'd probably do as my name says, slack off. I decided to put Lunar out there for some reason. And that was a terrible idea. Because it traced the freaking... Yeah. Because I had confusion. I don't know the reason. It wasn't a smart move. Especially when I only did that much. And then I ended up sleeping right after that. It's great. Yay. I think I switched out Poochyena because I didn't want Poochyena to just wipe out the slack off, which is reasonable. Then I fall asleep at this one too. At least I do soon. Obviously I did scratch because I kind of wanted to catch this one because I was like, you know what? I've never actually gone through. Okay, that's a lie. When I first played Ruby, I actually did go through the game with slack off and found out the hard way why you don't do that because of their little beautiful ability where they just slough around every second turn. But I did learn down the road later on that its second evolution is very useful because it doesn't have that ability and in fact holds the opposite, which is actually fantastic. So there we go. I decided to catch slack off. I believe it's a male. I think. What did I nickname this thing? I don't even remember. But yeah, I decided to go with this guy on my team because why not? Oh yeah, that's right. It came up as a bit of a debate. My friends on Skype were like, "Oh, you got to name a Pokemon after me," and then they wanted me to, one wanted me to name. Yeah. Anyways, the Hidden Gur, and since it's a female, it's a bit of an inside joke. So I decided to name this one Gur. Yeah. Gur is, amongst our friends, kind of minor nickname or parody name to the word girl. So I decided to be like, hey, it's a female slack off. I'm gonna name it Gur. It's a girl. Ha 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 ha. Find that hilarious. Yeah, there we go. There's another Team Magma Grunt. I couldn't tell if it was the same one or if it was a different one. And I just assumed that they're talking to someone, not just talking to themselves, because then that would make them a little bit crazy. This one definitely looked like a different Team Magma Grunt, in fact a female. So I'm leaning to believe that this one might be someone important later. But anywho, just outside the forest, I talked to that kid and I was like, Echo Voice, that's pretty cool. You used to give Bullet Seed, 'cause you're a dink. And let's see, just a few more little things, like a double battle happened right there against Gina and Mia. And they're holding the version exclusives, to those of you that don't know. And it's another reason why I'm not doing my team from Pokemon Emerald, was because I can't get Lotad. But yeah, here Respiro, here is May. She's like, hey, you made it, check this place out. Yeah, it's pretty freaking cool looking, especially at night with all the lamps and stuff. Heck yeah. And the gym looks pretty snazzy too. She was kind of like, hey, you should try out that gym. See ya. Whee! So, I think I decided to go ahead and do that, but I'm gonna go heal those Pokemon apparently. So, I'll see you guys in the next part, and we'll have a bit more fun and journey and sometimes, and yeah, I'll see you guys in the next update. Alright, so, till then, guys, this is SolarPrimal's sign out, and bye for now.